you use the Smith machine, you are a bitch. You are nothing. That's not real. That's literally marshmallow weight on a bar. It doesn't count. All right, let's be real for a second. We've all seen those videos claiming you can transform your body in 30 days or less, or 20-minute ab maker workouts, or 6-pack in a month, 20 pounds of muscle in 4 weeks. Are these videos actually true, or are they just clickbait to get your views? Today, I will be diving into this myth of, can 30 days actually change your physique? First off, let's define what transform your body is. Is this going to be losing weight, building muscle, or looking like an entirely new person, like you just stepped out of the GTA hairdresser? Because, you know, the truth is your body can change a lot faster than an actual composition. You can lose water weight, you can reduce bloating, you can fill up with muscle and look bigger and appear bigger than you were, let's say, a month ago. So what truly is realistic in 30 days? Let's break it down. So if you're brand new to the gym, 30 days is fucking great. This is where you get your newbie gains. Newbie gains are perfect. It's like you're just hopping on a cycle, the straight HGH 600 test, you're just gonna blow up if you do everything right. If you don't do anything right, you're not gonna make any progress. And honestly, that's where I fucked up. I dropped a bunch of weight from grade 11 to grade 12, and I was so scared to putting that weight back on. I didn't touch carbs for almost 4 years. I excluded carbs from my diet because I was conditioned to think that carbs equals fat. In reality, carbs equal muscle growth. More carbs, more growth. But I was doing everything backwards, and it fucking hindered my lifting journey. Like, I was lucky enough to hit 2 plates for one when I was 18 on 0 carbs in my diet. Literally lived off of chicken, eggs, ground beef, salad. Like, I was doing everything wrong, and I wondered why I wasn't putting on size. I was not happy with the fact that I lost all this weight. Where's my 6-pack? What am I doing wrong? So I'm gonna tell you and show you how I went from looking like this to looking like this in just 30 days before my first show. So let's just jump right into it. So there are basically 3 main factors you have to realize. Before I dive into the rest of the video, make sure to head over to HTLT Supplements, pick up some Turk Builder Max, some GO2 Max, some Turk Platinum, and use my code Josh15 to save yourself some money. It helps you, it helps me run this channel. Let's get back into the video. So for all intents and purposes, this video is just going to break down, can you actually lose enough fat to look like an entirely different person, or at least feel like an entirely different person? That makes sense. And honestly, one, if you are in a caloric deficit, do not decrease your training intensity. This is where you will lose your strength and you will just diminish because you're eating less, you're training not as hard, so your intensity is lowering, and you're just gonna get weaker on a cut. Your diet should be locked in. You should carb cycle. Carb cycling fucking helps. I'm not joking. Like, even if you are in the off season, like, carb cycling is good, because like those days where you have low carbs and you're still training with such high intensity as you were on days with high carbs, so good, so beneficial. Your sleep and recovery, honestly, if you have shitty recovery and shitty sleep, you are not going to progress or get to your peak performance. So if you really want to transform your body in 30 days, you need to realize, am I going to cut or am I going to bulk? Because you can't do both. You can't do both. I thought this way when I was just getting into the gym. I was doing 1 week cut, 1 week bulk, and it was so stupid. I don't know why I thought this. I don't know why I thought, yes, this is perfect, I'm gonna train hypertrophy for 3 weeks and strength for 1. Like, you gotta pick and choose. And honestly, if you're bodybuilding, strength comes over time. So don't be so focused on like trying to hit PRs every single week, especially if you're natural. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. And strength comes from training shorter, recovering longer rest periods. It's just like, it's a different training style than hypertrophy. Make sure you track everything. You know, my first dirty bulk, I went up to almost 190. Gross. It wasn't good. I was really puffy. I didn't care what I ate. I think I had Burger King almost once or twice a week. Really shitty. But I mean, you live and you learn. Like that was a learning point for me. My strength was going up. But at the same time, I wasn't realizing that I was putting my body under so much stress because I wasn't prioritizing my recovery, and I was eating like shit too. Honestly, train with intention. Like, compound lifts are good, but like they aren't the end all be all. Hypertrophy compounds are just useless in my opinion. I think if you are trying to go for just straight thighs, doing bench press, squat, and deadlifts every week, not the best. I mean, you could swap out dumbbell or barbell bench press for incline dumbbell press, something more with a better range of motion. Even machine like Smith machine, there is more stability on the Smith machine, and the Smith machine got so much hate when I was in high school, and just like, you use the Smith machine, you are a bitch, you are nothing. That's not real. That's literally marshmallow weight on a bar. It doesn't count. But in reality, the Smith machine is a lifesaver, especially if your goal is hypertrophy and you aren't gonna compete in powerlifting shows, powerlifting meets, whatever. Because like at the end of the day, it is time under tension on the muscle, and you want the most time under tension, and you want to actually activate your muscle instead of just like throwing around stupid amount of weight. And that's what happened to me. That's why I tore my chest. I just fling it around 225 per 20 plus reps in peak bulk, tore my pec minor. I was out of commission. I wanted to hit high weights that year. I was trying to just do it just to fucking do it, and I injured myself. It's not fun. You should not be focusing on like just going balls to the wall every workout. Just not worth it. There's more risk for injury than there is reward. So in time this all together, yes, you can 100% change how you look naturally. I did it before show. I got feathered quads one day out compared to a month prior to the show. It was okay. I got a good tan. I looked great. I looked unrecognizable. I felt good about myself, but at the same time, I still felt I could be better. And that's just what happens in the competitive bodybuilding scene. You always want to do better. You never feel like you're good enough, but it is 100% possible to bulk up in 30 days, or it is possible to cut in 30 days and be a better version of yourself if you are doing everything right. Track your calories, keep your intensity high, good rest and recovery, drink your fluids. I was drinking 3-4 liters a day for a good month, and that was awesome. I was getting veiny like core. I was getting a veiny core. Like, look at this, super nuts. Like, I ate a bunch of carbs like the day after carb cycling, and it just got me all veiny. I felt like spiders were under me, like forming webs. It was awesome. I've never had that before, and I just had everything precise in my diet and workout, which helped me make my body, into something it's never been before. Such low body fat, and I felt good about myself looking back at those pictures, but in the moment, kind of sucks because you're like, God damn it, I'm still fat. This is how I look. I'm fat. But yeah, no, at the end of the day, you can 100% transform how you look. If you are on the fence about whether you should cut or you should bulk, get a coach. And like, if you want to, further yourself with bodybuilding or whatever sport, get a coach. Coaches help 100%.